Alright guys, in this lesson we're going to be talking about how in math 10 is going to be your friend. Our learning target is I can interpret a multiplication equation as a comparison. So we're talking about equations, we're also talking about comparing two things. So down here we've got a place value chart. Our place value chart is ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And then over in this column, we're going to write an equation. So we're going to use we're going to draw some counters to help us with this. So first what I want to do is draw 10 ones. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 3 ones, 4 ones, 5 ones, 6 ones, 7 ones, 8 ones, 9 ones, and 10 ones. So there would be 10 ones. And we need to think, okay, what does 10 ones equal? Well, I know that if I have 10 ones, that's going to equal 1 10. Okay, so what we would say then is 110, our 110 right here, is 10 times as much as 1 1. So if we just have one of these here and one of these here, 110 is 10 times as much as this one right here. So this is why it's really important to know that 10 is our friend, because it's going to be 10 times as much. 10 times as much. Our equation would be that 110 equals 10 times 1 1. Okay? Let's look at a second one. Let's say we have 10 tens. So 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6 tens, 7 tens, 8 tens, 9 tens, and 10 tens. So let's say we have 10 tens. Well, if we get 10 in the tens column, we know that those can be combined to equal 100. So those 10 tens equals 100. So that means that 100 is 10 times as much as 110. So again, there's where our 10 comes in. 100 is 10 times as much as 110. So every time we move over a column, it's 10 times bigger. So our equation would be 100 equals 10 times 110. Okay? Let's look at a third one here. Let's say I have 20 ones. There's 10. Alright, so I've got 20 ones there. So let's group these into groups of 10. So two groups of 10 really. One of these groups of 10 would equal 110, and then the second group would equal 110. So we've got 2 tens. So 10 times as many as 2 ones is 20 ones. Oh, 20 ones. So 20 ones here equals 2 tens. So our equation would be 10 times 2 ones equals 20 ones. And what does 20 ones equal? Well, it equals 2 tens. 2 tens. So again, we've got our 10 times here. 10 times. And lastly, let's say we have 30 tens. There's 10. 20, 30. So let's say we have 30 tens here. Each group of 10 is going to equal 100. So there's 1 100, there's 2 100s, there's 3 100s. Alright, so we've got 300s and 30 tens. So if I take 10 times my 3 tens, that would give me my 30 tens. 10 times 3 is 30, so 30 tens. And 30 tens is equal to 3 hundredths. Okay? Now in this part here, it's a check for understanding. So what I'd like you to do is, I'll read this to you quickly, and then I want you to try and solve it. So pausing the video to try and solve it. Once you've solved it, I want you to play the video and check to see if you got it right. So at this point, go ahead and pause the video. Alright, if you have already solved it, let's go ahead and go through it. Write an equation to find the value of 10 times as many as 9 hundredths. So I'm just going to follow this. 10 times as many as 9 hundredths. Well, I know that 10 times 9 is 90, so that would be 90 hundredths. What does 90 hundredths equal? That would equal 9 thousandths. Because imagine that there were 90 hundredths in the hundreds column here. Those would then all regroup to the thousands column. So 90 hundredths equals 9